Hello friends, Heidi here from Rain Country Homestead. God is good all the time. Well, today I thought it would be kind of fun to show you some of my favorite secondhand finds and hope that by showing you what I have found over the years that, and this is just a few of them, that it might encourage you to think again about some of the great treasures that you can find secondhand at garage sales, yard sales, thrift stores, and even antique stores, believe it or not. Not everything at an antique store is overpriced. So I'm going to show you what I have. All of these lanterns that you see right here, I purchased at, one of them I got at a thrift store or at an antique store, which is this one, and all the rest I got at garage sales. And I paid for every single one of these little ones and this one back here $1 a piece, and I think I paid $3 for this bigger one here. And this one actually came with a wall hanger. I just don't use it because I have hanging lanterns on plant hooks that I've shown you in other videos, and I'll show again. In fact, this one is the one I keep, this little one I keep in the kitchen hung on a plant hook as well. And I'll go over that in a minute, but I want to show you these. These are very hard to find brand new anyway. You can find them on eBay, but you're going to be paying anywhere from $10 to $30 a piece for these little ones. But if you look around at garage sales, there's always somebody selling these things for just $1. And I tell you, these glass tops, these are almost impossible. You cannot find these brand new. So even if I don't like the lantern, if I can just get this for $1, it's worth it just to have some backup ones. Now this one, this is actually, these two of the little ones are my favorites because I just love the copper. And I keep these like one in each bathroom, one in the guest room, one in the, this one stays in my dining room. Now this one, it came with the, even though I loved this part of it, it came with this really ugly base, and you could tell it was made in the 1970s. It was square, and it was fake wood. It was some kind of like pressed wood with some kind of paper over it that looked like wood. And then what Patrick did, and I told him, I said, I love this thing, but I hate the base. But this is made, because it's got a glass peg coming out of the bottom of this, it's made to sit in a base. So what Patrick did was take that old base off and fabricated me this walnut base, got it all polished up, and then stuck it in here, and it's, you know, it's in there permanently. So $1 a piece for all of those. And now this one, when I saw it, I knew right away what it was. I knew it was an old railroad light, and these came in yellow, green, and red. And yes, the globe on it was red, and $1. She sold it to me for $1. I couldn't believe it because I know it's worth much more than that. When I looked it up, it's like $30–40 to buy one of these on eBay. But I didn't want a red light. So what Patrick did, I mean, we could have kept it in its vintage form and, you know, it'd been worth more, but that's not why I was buying it. It's not why I was paying $1 for it. I loved the size and the color, and I wanted it for a source of light. And so he took this off and just simply removed the coloring from the globe. So $1, all right? And the brand on this, if you're curious, because you can find these in yellow and green. Anyway, the brand on this is Winged Wheel. You can see that right there. And you'll see the emblem there. Okay, which is a winged wheel. What a surprise. Okay, so those are my just some of the lanterns I picked up with garage sales. You can find lanterns at garage sales all the time, especially the bigger ones. Okay, so next I want to show you this. I've been wanting one of these for a long time. Some of you might know right off the bat what this is. And I just happened, I'd been kind of shopping for them on eBay, and because I was thinking, oh, I'll probably never find one at a garage sale. But thankfully, I didn't buy one on eBay, because you're going to pay anywhere from $30 to $60 for one of these on eBay, maybe more. And this is a circa 1960s ice crusher. And it even was in green. And guess how much I paid for it? $1. Because she was just wanting to get rid of it. And this was made by Sears. And it came in a whole bunch of colors. Because back then, you know, they had the pink and the pistachio, they had this avocado color. So if you look on eBay, you can find this in a zillion different colors. But anyway, it has this nice little suction down here, and I've used this quite a bit. And you just suction it down to your counter because you're going to want it to be stable. And then you put your ice, take this off, you put your ice on the top. Of course, you got it suctioned down because you'll need that suction down, and then you just grind your ice. Because my refrigerator, I wanted a simple refrigerator when we needed to replace our refrigerator, and the only thing I cared about in the side-by-sides was having the ice crusher. But I couldn't find one that wasn't massive, a refrigerator that wasn't massive, and I really didn't want an ice maker anymore because I make my own ice out of rainwater. But I still like sometimes to have crushed ice, so this, for $1, was just a great find. Now this is one of those things, the next few items I'm going to show you I paid a little bit more for, and you'll understand why. When I came across this teapot, I knew it was silver, at least silver plated, and she was asking $5 for it, and I didn't try to talk her down because to me this is heavy. This is a heavy, very, very well made teapot, and knowing that it was silver plated, I knew it was worth the cost of $5. So I paid $5 for this because I'm always needing stuff like this because I'm always heating water on my wood stove. This one in particular I use for heating water to make our jet fueled latte in the morning. And so I just set this on the wood stove or in the summertime on my hot plate and heat that up. And so to me, this was worth paying $5 for. I could not find one exactly like this online, but I did figure out that it's got to be somewhere around the 1940s, and it was typically used in fancier hotels. Because I was able to find the brand name, though I couldn't find one exactly like it. Now, a couple of my other favorite things, and these are still hot because I just washed them up and then dried. I always put it on the wood stove after I wash them to dry them out, and then I put a nice little coating of coconut oil on there. So this was made in the late 1800s, and it is a wok type skillet. I paid $5 for this. One of my very favorite cast irons that I have. The surface is just, it's like glass. It just cooks eggs beautifully. And then this one's more pitted, but it is also, I didn't actually get a brand name on this, but it was made in America, made in the USA, and I was able to find one online like that, and it is late 1800s, as is this one, and this is a Wagner. It's got the instructions on the back, one of those that has instructions on the back how to season, and it was very, very pitted when I got it. I burned it out real good, and over time I've managed to get some of the pits to kind of fill in with all the cooking, bacon, and seasoning over and over again, you know, just constantly adding some more coconut oil and letting it cook in there, because I do that every single time I wash my pans. I just put them on the wood stove, let them dry out, put a little coconut oil, and let it cook in there. Now, a couple more things is a whirly pop. I paid $2 for it, and it was brand new, never used. We use this for popcorn all the time. So if you are looking to be a little more self-sufficient, you need one of these whirly pops. If you like popcorn and you're looking to be more self-sufficient, because you can use this on any heat source. You just got to keep, you know, turning the thing, and it's so much better than air-popped popcorn. And then this, which is still, I still haven't cleaned all this off from when I used it on the rocket stove, but a stainless steel coffee pot, and I think I paid $1 for this too. So tons and tons of stuff great stuff you can find at garage sales that are usable things. We have found yard tools are really great to find at garage sales, especially estate sales, because we have found some good metal rakes for $1 a piece, shovels, all kinds of stuff. So don't disregard garage sales if you're looking for things like yard tools and kitchen tools, especially anything that might be used off grid. That's the place to go. eBay should be the last source you go to find some old-fashioned things. If you can't find them, you know, if you can't find them at garage sales. Like my ringer for my off-grid laundry system setup, I did get on eBay because I wanted an old one, and I wanted it, you know, I wanted one that was still in good working condition, and so I shopped around on eBay to find that, and a couple of the other things. But really, there's a lot of great things you can find at your thrift stores and garage sales if you just look. Oh, and I was going to tell you, the cast iron pans I got at an antique store and paid $5 a piece for. Just like this was bought at that same antique store, and I think I only paid $1. I'm pretty sure I paid $1 for it. So again, keep looking, and don't, you know, if you see the word antique, don't ignore it, because you could still find good deals in there on great items. All right, so there you have it. I hope that encourages you to look around and be able to save some money and still come out with some great usable items. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Take care, and God bless.